At our feet, watching seasons change. Our roads were lined with adventure, mountains in the way couldn't keep us from the sea. Here we stand, open arms. This is home where we are, ever strong in the world that we made. I still hear you in the breeze, see your shadows in the trees, holding on, memories never change.
Hello everybody. So there's the right camera. So we're live again here. I saw Andrew in Discord. So we're starting tonight and we're working on the CPU loop. Sorry for a little bit of delay, by the way. Just got a random phone call, but we're good to go now. So as advertised, hey, there's Andrew. What's up, man? Wow, Matt, still ugly. Calf is in here. What's up, guys? Glad you can make it. So one moment and we shall switch over to the desk cam there. And we can begin, I think. This is probably the best camera. Well, I don't know why I can't hear you, and are you talking? Because I don't hear you in Discord here. Oh well. You can message me. So, let's get the mic over here. And we're actually going to begin the night by, like I said, we have to finish up the CPU loop. So, what we're going to do here is install these bulkhead fittings. And to do that, I've already pre-drilled the holes in the front here, but we gotta make them a little bigger. Because these are what kind of finish off how I'm going to be attaching like a radiator to test externally. If you guys saw any of the previous streams, you would have seen that I put in some magnetic ball valves. So I'll actually have those wired up with a switch. I think that's what we'll be doing next Thursday actually. We'll be wiring up those with a switch. So the switches will be mounted somewhere on the front panel too. I haven't figured that out yet. But after that, we are going to install these in the front here, and then once those are up there, all you have to do to connect a radiator is, you know, plug it into the quick disconnect here, if I could plug it in, and then you're good to go. So I'll be on the front of the case there, and with that and the magnetic ball valves, it will allow me to like cut off flow to that internal radiator, so when we go to test an external radiator, you actually get the proper temperatures and stuff like that. So kind of interesting if you like that stuff. I would hope so if you're watching the stream. He said balls. I said ball valves. I did not say magnetic balls. This is Matt's desk show after all. Thanks, Andrew. Why aren't you talking, man? Are you just gonna listen in stream or something? Oh well, that's okay. Anybody else can join in on Discord too. We're always on Discord hanging out, and if you guys want to talk water cooling and PCs, come on in. So to get this started, I've just got my my step bit here, and I actually got it taped off to be right at the diameter that we need the hole to be. That way we don't go too far and make the hole too big, because that would be mighty unfortunate. So I think we'll just get right to it, I guess. I think you guys can kind of see what's going on here. It's really not too complicated. Helps if the bit doesn't slip. If you guys have any questions about what I'm doing, feel free to ask, because I know it's not really super easy to follow, but at least it could be entertaining. So we are definitely getting there. We'll just stop and check. Still got a little ways to go. But the step bit is doing work. The prob is on your end, Matt. I tested mic and restarted Discord. Oh. Huh. It's aluminum, man. It was really weird because like my audio was like super fuzzy right before this. So I'll get done with this and then maybe I'll play with it. I'm sorry, man. I can't hear you though. So we're gonna keep her going. So that is where I taped it off to be. So let's check her out. And looky there. That should work just fine. So one more to go. Not too bad. But if you guys like wanted to know how I measured out these holes, I'm actually going directly from, it's actually, these holes are the width of the radiator apart because they're directly in line with the radiator lines. And then I kind of just measured, let's see, yeah, I measured down from the top and like I said, got the distance in from the radiator ports. So, I don't know, took a little bit of figuring, but not too bad if you just take your time and measure. So, hopefully I did it right at least. Alrighty, sorry if that was loud, but I can't really help it. Oh, both seem to work pretty good, except the tape's all messed up. What's up, guys? Hopefully I did it right, famous last words, on the episode Matt fucks up. Of course, I usually do somehow. Bob Ross had as many grinding noises. Nah, dude, Bob Ross is a little more chill stream than what I've got going on. Sad to say. This isn't quite like him. I could never be quite as good as Bob Ross, I don't think. We can all aspire to be as cool as Bob Ross, though. Alright, we're just getting rid of this tape, because otherwise we're going to mess with the fittings, I think. So, I guess I didn't explain that on the back of these bulkheads, there's a female G and a quarter, so that's how we'll be connecting the internal tubing to it. So we gotta complete those two runs. One's just literally going to be, I have to cut a tube down to the right length, and the other one is actually, it should have a little bend in it, like a little offset. So we'll see if I can actually bend a tube right tonight. Some nights I can. Others, who knows. Alrighty, so to get these guys in, where's the other one? I don't know why, but like one is black and one is nickel or whatever looking, so kind of different, but I guess coolants use different parts. For my two different, well, they're the same disconnect fittings, but you get the idea. Let me turn this guy. So you'll kind of still be able to see what's going on. I suppose one should really file out this hole a little bit real quick and clean it up. Alright, so that's all good. We'll get the inner one first. Oh, we got a bunch of aluminum in there. That's nice. Suppose I could have guessed that would happen. So, I don't think I actually need to tighten it down with a wrench. It should just be good just like this. So, these were a pretty cool find in my opinion. because instead I was originally planning to use 4 magnetic ball valves, and if you can't tell, they're kind of big and they're annoying to find how to get in here. So going to 2 quick disconnects actually not only makes it pretty simple, it also just makes it a lot easier to do the loop and get that together. So as I said, this first one, and I'm definitely aware that this tube goes up. I need to get a little bit longer extension right here, but for now it shall work, and it should actually, in theory, work with the fitting there. So, oh, that's right, I was supposed to fix the discords. I could see what's going on maybe. Jason's messaging me about it. Yeah, I don't know why I can't hear. Yes, my Aurora lasted 3 months, which to me was worth it for the fun, but I haven't heard anything about Cryo. Yeah, so we're getting to that. I can show you guys this stuff. This is a 3D coolant, kind of like Mayhem's Aurora, because it is actually mica-based, much like Aurora is, or it is actually. This is called 3D Starlight White and Blue UV. I don't have a UV strip in here yet, but I tested next to UV strips in my rig. It didn't really seem to glow, like, not nearly as bright as this stuff does. This is like UV alien green. This stuff glows super bright. The Starlight White, I don't know, maybe I just need more lights on it, so we'll get to that though. That's some easy stuff, testing if it's UV or not. So I guess we can get this fitting on here, and then we'll measure how long this little run needs to be. So it is actually like not quite perfectly straight because of that, but I think it'll be just fine. So we're gonna take our handy dandy marker. We shall go like this. Right there should be good. I'm gonna use the scroll saw real quick, so I'm gonna mute myself so you guys don't completely have hearing loss after this.
DM'd him.
Wow, no sound. Did you really want to hear the scroll saw, Rob? Like, if you have headphones on, you wouldn't have them on anymore. You would have taken them off. It was to be nice, okay? Oh, I hate reaming little tubes. This sucks. The other tube actually is going to go from there all the way to up here, and it does have a, it has to go down slightly. So it's going to have a little bend in there. So we'll get to that one next. Should be a little more interesting than this one, I would hope. This one is riveting, isn't it? Did he cut it to the right length or not? Find out next time. No, we'll finish it up. Because you guys want to see me put this coolant in, right? Well, as long as I don't screw up the bend like 8 times, I should be good. Not like I have anything else planned for tonight anyways than hanging out with you guys and water cooling. What's everyone else up to? Oh, Matt. No, I didn't yet. Not yet. Do this on the computer. I'll ream you. Yeah, no, I can't hear it. Yeah, you guys won't be able to hear anybody in Discord on my end. I don't know why. However, I don't know if I can sit here. If you guys want me to try to fix Discord, I can. Like, I guess like press F for respects in chat because we can't hear Jason in them. But otherwise, I think we'll just probably keep her going. So this is what I was afraid of. This is gonna be a pain in the boot. But what we're gonna do here is actually take this apart, and then we should be able to get this tube in here. If we were to go like, oh, I suppose, how are we gonna do this? We install it on this first. Let's see. There's always a little certain order to things. Oh, this is really hard to push in. My thumb just fits in the hole. I think we got it. Should be good. Now, let's see if I can still get everything else in there. As well as the other side of this compression fitting. I think I'm actually gonna order just a variable extender like Bits Power makes one. So just like a male-to-male variable extension should do the trick. Although there might be just enough room to do this with a tube. But like a tube is actually more expensive. If you didn't notice, I ran out of the white fittings. So I need to get something for this. Let's see. Oh man, how is this gonna work? We gotta just get that started. Oh man, yeah, this still isn't gonna freaking work. Unless, if I didn't use this nut on it, I think, no, we just can't start with it on this side. I think we gotta start with it on the bulkhead side. Sorry, boys and girls. There you go, there's my screw up. I started on the wrong end. Now it's gonna be a joy to get this tube out. Oh, not too bad. Alrighty, so I think maybe if I just push it into the EK fitting first. If I can. Bits Power Aqua Pipe, yeah. These tubes don't look perfectly parallel. No, they don't, because this one isn't, like I said, I need a taller extension down here, which I will also order. And then it should lift it up, because this one is sitting at an angle right now, but it should be good enough for tonight. It really shouldn't matter. At least I hope not. I guess we shall find out. That could have been my second screw up for the night. Who knows? So, let's see. How should we do this? Put these on first. Oops, that's the wrong way. Oh boy. We might have figured it out. There we go. This is one weird way to do this, to be honest. The order to do this. I don't know if I can use this nut or not. Let's see. So I suppose if I... So there's the nut. Now, hello. I think I got it. Look at that. We got one run done, I think. Hopefully it doesn't leak. It shouldn't, though. That seems to be good. Yeah, it isn't straight, I know, but, you know, you can deal with it or leave. Please don't leave. So now we gotta actually bend the tube. Because, if you can't tell, this is actually way too freaking long. This guy is gonna be coming right from here, and it does have to drop maybe an inch. So, how to do that? I think I might just have to wing it. I'm usually pretty good at that. So let's see, how long does it need to be? Right about there, there. So we'll cut it a little bit long. I'm gonna mute the mic again. Just cut this tube in half. Okay, where is the, what is that? What is that symbol? I don't know your emojis. You guys and your emojis. What do you want from me? And yes, Rob, I'm just gonna wing it. That's actually way too long. We'll use this half. That one's just a little bit long. Actually, no. If we're winging it, we need the extra length. Always take the extra length if you don't know what you're doing. So, just want to clean this up a little bit. And then, we get our insert going. And we got a heat gun. Get rid of the drill. We're done with you. So, I think, because we have to do the bend to clear the reservoir, is what we're doing here. Two. I think if we, which would be right about there. So we start the bend like there, and then we just have to drop like an inch to make it to the bulkhead, which is kind of going to be a pain. So I think I'm going to do like 2 bends at once here, if I can. We'll see. We're winging it. So I'm actually going to heat up a little bit more than you normally would. I always say to heat up like more than just the area that you're bending, but I want to heat up actually a little bit more just because this is going to be essentially 2 bends in one. So we're going to need a little bit more room to bend. Otherwise I might have a bad time. I think we're getting there. Looking pretty good. Just want to make sure enough of it is heated up. This TT-PETG is honestly really hard to like overheat from what I've found. So take note. Alrighty, shoo. To get this, all we need to do is get it to drop like 1 inch. I'm totally just eyeballing this. So if this actually works, hooray, I guess. So I think that's right about there. So I just want to make sure it's straight. So I don't know if you guys can see this very well, but just kind of like a weird offset. And you know, it may not be the prettiest way to do it, so maybe I can go back and redo it. But if this connects the 2 fittings together, I shall be happy for tonight. Because there's honestly a lot of stuff that's going to have to get redone in this. I'm kind of just getting this together right now to, one, test these ball valves, the magnetic ball valves. I'll get those wired on Thursday's stream, but also to test that coolant. So I figured you guys would want to see that. So I figured we could get this loop on the road. Because I have like a bunch of black nickel fittings here that I'm going to replace with all matte black, because it's going to be all matte black and white and red. So, there we go. And yeah, this tube's a little long. And I probably shouldn't, this should be like the first tube I install, to be honest, but man, we're winging things tonight, boys. So it should work. I just gotta cut it down. And I could like cut it down on both ends a decent amount. So we'll start with this one. I'll mute the mic for a minute here, boys and girls. I did forget the mute. But we still have to cut again, so we're going back to the mute. Let's hope I don't forget this time. Oh, and there's Facebook chat going on. What's up, guys? Show us what booze you are drinking tonight. I have water tonight. Thank you very much, Hank. Oh, that camera doesn't work. Here you go, buddy. You can look at my water. Just water. What else? What other crap are you trying to say on Facebook here? He hasn't looked at messaged once? Good thing has no one. I had the restream chat over the Facebook chat for a minute there. I'm sorry. But if anybody has questions on Facebook, feel free to ask them there. But the cookest water? Oh, the coolest water. I gotcha. So we're gonna mute while I cut this one more time. Alrighty, so we shaved her down. Now, hopefully, it fits. Do we have more questions on Facebook yet? He can't hear me or would make sure he was watching it. Isn't that the magic water that turns to wine? Well, it hasn't turned to wine yet, but I guess I'll let you know if it does. That might not be all bad, although I'm not really a huge wine fan. But if I screw up this bend, I might need a drink. So I guess I'd take some wine. Alrighty, let's try her again. I think I mentioned when it was muted that this was not the bend to choose to do last, or the run to do last. That's for sure. Okay, so I think it's correct as soon as I push into the fitting. So before I do that, we shall get our handy dandy compression ring here. Hey, and then we get our little plastic ring, because these are EV2s. Slide that on there. And push the fitting, or push the tube into the fitting. Wait, if you couldn't tell, the pump is not fully mounted yet either. We're still working on that. It doesn't want to go in. Just go. Please. Okay, we're gonna have to take a different approach. Maybe like from the other side. This feels like a good approach. We'll see. So it might be in. I can't tell. No, it's not. It's definitely not. I think if we go like this, and we do what I did on the other one right here, and unscrew the bulkhead a bit to give us a little bit of room to work. Hey. Look at that. And then perhaps tightening down the bulkhead to push the fitting in, or the tubing into the fitting. Oh, I totally forgot the compression collar on this side. Son of a... There we go, guys. Screw up number 3. I don't know, I lost track. And I can't hear Jason in chat, so I'm not a heavy drinker, or at all, really. That's okay, man. I haven't had anything in a week. Okie doke. Oh, man. Come on. Okay. Now we get the compression collar on there somehow. Some way. The O-ring. Come on, buddy. There we go. Okay. Let's try again, shall we? Oh man, the tube is like twisting on this side. That is like completely the wrong way. There we go. So, there we go. Now I think it went in on the other end. Let's see if we can get it to go. And tighten up the bulkhead. That seems like it's good. Tighten this compression collar down. So who wants to bet it leaks? This too. Likes to twist. There's a twist. Oh, you know what I forgot to get for you guys was the power cable for the PSU. That's out on the bench. So, in theory, it's all done. Whether or not it leaks or not, that's just a great question that we all have to ask ourselves sometimes when we put together a loop. So, let's see. How much distilled do I have? We could test it with distilled, or if you guys think I'm pretty good at this kind of stuff, we can just go ahead with the Cryo-Chillz and hope she doesn't leak. What do you guys say? I'll go grab the power cord. You tell me in chat what I should do. Pretty good. Was just playing Overwatch since I was kind of bored. Oh, Richard is in here. Let's see, but not answer. Okay. Matt can't hear me in voice. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm in Discord. You guys can come chill. I'll fix it after this. Alrighty, so yeah, hi there. So we're gonna start with the Cryo-Chillz, I guess, probably. I don't know. I think that's what we'll do, because if I actually want to start testing a Cryo-Chillz tonight, and if I were to fill the loop with distilled, I would actually need to completely drain the loop, and I'm not at all certain how this loop will even drain. And actually I'm gonna be using these as the drains. For now, at least. I don't know if I'll put in a drain or not. We'll see how well those actually work, and if that, like I said, if it will even work. So we gotta move this bad boy down. The cord doesn't reach. Figures, huh? Okie doke. So it's got power, and the way the magnetic ball valves work right now without the switches, Jeremy told me that if they're plugged in, that they will be open. So I plugged them in, I have the pump plugged in, and that's it. There isn't even a CPU in there, so that thing definitely won't boot. You can also tell that there's no RAM. So, you guys all ready for this? What didn't I fix? Pour water over, make sure it stays very cool. Yeah, I could probably try that. Until it's upside down. Okay, well, I guess. Here goes nothing, ladies and gentlemen. You guys can see this, right? I don't know if you can tell. The white is really hard to see the effect in, at least in the bottle. It is a 3D coolant though. It's just white. So it's like I said, it's kind of tough to see. It doesn't, there's no like shadows to it like some of the other colors that I had. The red and stuff, you could tell like there was light red and dark red when it like reflected and stuff. The white doesn't seem to do that as much. Actually, let me make sure I shook it all the way up. This is mica based, so like if you were to buy this stuff, you would definitely like get the bottle, and here's some opaque, and there's actually just some stuff at the bottom. There's particles, but you shake it up, and it's supposed to always go right back into their coolant. And it seems to, at least that's what I've experienced with it. Any fall that does occur, if you can get enough flow or shake it enough, it will go back in. So, I don't know, take note. But here we go. And actually, we need some place for the air to go. So let me know if you guys see a leak start down there. Maybe I should just stop for a sec. Seems so good. Good so far. These reservoirs are like 3/4 of a liter. I'm not sure how much these rads take. So I hope 1 liter is enough, but I guess we'll be finding out. It'll fill it most of the way at least, so it'll be enough. There's plenty enough here to test the loop and test the coolant. Okay, so that reservoir is nearly full. We should probably cycle the pump once. Let's hope I plugged it in right, huh? Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Here goes nothing. This power cord is a pain in the butt. Please work. Crickets, crickets. You're not going to work for me tonight, are you? There we go. It's trying. That pump is not like getting anything. I don't know if I like that. What are we doing wrong here? Because it goes down into the radiator, it has to go all the way around the radiator, and then it should come back up and down into the pump. It's like it just hasn't made it that far yet, I guess. It moved some through. Maybe it's just filling up the radiator, and since the pump isn't like primed, maybe it's going to be a pain in the butt. My loop order could be just really bad. But I was sat here after the stream on Saturday, and I was figuring this thing for like hours, trying to figure out how to get this all to connect up. And finally at like 4 in the morning on Sunday, I got it to work. Well, I guess not work yet, but I got it all hooked up. Oh. Do you think the ball valves are closed? No, because it shouldn't be closed. Because it's pulling air, like it's pulling air through the system right now. There's like a little bit of liquid in there just from cleaning it, but is one ball valve closed somehow? Because it's pulling air through, unless I guess it would be going the other way. Is one or the other ball valve closed? Let's see if they're plugged in still. I guess that's the real question. Or should I try unplugging the ball valves, you think? Okay, that's the pump. The pump's definitely plugged in. But when they're just sitting there on the desk or whatever, when I didn't have them connected to anything, the ball valves were actually shut. So having power to them should mean they're open. But yeah, you're right. Are the ball valves closed? Not this through the rad stuff. From reservoir to the pump, yeah. No, it isn't really a good order at all for this, but it kind of is what it is. You also messed up the in and out on the pump? How so? Oh, yeah, this is the out. I'm kidding, actually. Oh, shoot, yeah. So it has to get all the way up to the block. Yeah, so I'm totally missing it here. So it's got to get all the way up to the block, and then come back down. And so until we see liquid in here, it's not going to actually start. So we could do something like prime the pump by taking off this guy. So I guess maybe we'll try that, because that, like someone said, I wonder if a valve is closed or something. I mean, if one of the valves is just straight up faulty, then it could just stay closed the whole time. But I wouldn't think it would be. But let's just try priming the pump by going like this. Oop. We got a little much. Always have paper towels handy. It's always a good idea. So, how much got in the pump? A little bit. Do a little bit more. Okay. I don't know, I think that would be enough to prime it. We can hope. We can only hope. Just really. Okay. Well, give it another shot, I guess. See, I hear clicks. Hey, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. A little bit. A little bit. It's probably got a lot of air. And, I mean, we can let the D5 just sit there now that it actually has coolant in it. I'm not as scared to leave it on. And it's pushing air, like, so this is open, and there's a little bit of liquid right in there. There's like a tad bit right in there, so the other one's got to be open too. Oh man, does this loop actually need more than a D5? So like, here's the rest of the coolant. Pretty much. So let's try cycling it once. So see, except for, I wonder what happens, because I bet both these ball valves are closing as soon as I shut off power. Okay, there we go. More liquid's coming through here now, boys and girls. It's trying really hard. Okay? Give the little D5 a break. What's everyone say? Matt, seriously stop right now. You'll push liquid through the reservoir into the CPU. The CPU side is into the inlet of the pump. Yeah, the CPU side, this one right here, goes in for the pump. That's how we got liquid in there, buddy. This one just goes the other way. I wonder if that's an actual leak, or if that was from the top. It's just got tons of air. And then I wonder if the valve's actually closing after I shut the pump off. Make it so the air really doesn't ever make it anywhere. Come on. This dang power plug. So I actually really only hear, like, I hear a click. So like this one is opening, but I wonder if that one isn't. That's the question. Yes, it's all air before the pump. Yeah, that's what's going on. So we could just give her the good old shake, except for I wonder if I shake it after I unplug it, if since I'm going to be shaking it, then the valves are going to be closed because it's unplugged. So I think there's just a little coolant that drip down from up here. So I don't know, we can give it the good old rad shake. This is heavy though. Oop. Should should probably cover the ports, the open ports. Another port cover. And there goes the cable. Port covered. We're missing a port cover already. The night is ruined. Nice, yeah. Now we got a little bit of slosh action there. Oh, there it is. The slosh action lost the cover. So, try again. So, and just get some of the coolant to flow back towards the pump. It'll be golden. Except for, like I said, the ball valve's being closed now that there's no power to them. Maybe a slight issue. So, clean up that mess. Where's the rest of the paper towel? This pump can't pull air in to push the liquid. Show me the front of the bench. Why do you want to see the front of the bench, Richard? Okay. Then we can try again. If I had power cord. So, this is gonna be hard. Whatever. Should be doing that with the pump running. I noticed that, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, the CPU block is off the inlet. So the CPU block is technically the last thing in the loop. Here we go. It tried. Like, where is the liquid getting stuck? Like, see, there's... I mean, I wonder if I just have to let it sit here and push this air out. Like, one micro bubble at a time. Because, I mean, there's liquid in the pump, so it's not going to kill itself by running like this. And that ball valve... See, I'm wondering if this ball valve isn't opening. Because there's a little liquid in this tube, but there can get to be a little bit of liquid in this tube just because I poured it down that way and then it came up a little bit. And if that valve's closed, then the pump will never be able to push it past there. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Or cycle it. Or switch the in and out. And a kid needing 100% filled loop. Fix Discord. Matt, please stop. Avoid. Oh, and avoid needing a 100%. Yeah. Oh, it actually pushed more liquid up into there. I don't know why though. Like, yeah, there it stopped. What are people saying on Facebook? Give the pump a little more fluid. Tilt it now. Okay. Jason's messaging me too. I know, I wish Discord would work right now. What? It's never gonna push that much air. Yeah, it's having a good time. Okay. DDC would. Yeah, D5s never like to they get destroyed by air pockets. So that could be our huge issue here. But I'm really wondering if this switch isn't actually turning. Because I can hear this one like an audible click. Let me try plugging them in again. Like, I really feel like it should at least be trying to trickle into the rad there. But if I feel like it's not getting like any flow. So which one is that? This guy right here. So I don't know. Unplug it. I may need to disassemble it and just test that one valve. This cord doesn't help. It doesn't like to. I have to like hold this cable, and it's kind of irritating me. Okay, so there we go. More liquid is going up into this. I mean, these two lines right, or this line right here, line pump, running cable. Come on. And this like, it's an EVJ bronze PSU, and I swear to God, they shipped the wrong power cable for it because it doesn't like to sit in the plug properly. Yeah, it is just not wanting to push the fluid anyway. So what are you guys saying? Afraid go beyond that AIL? Nah, dude. Did you wet your pants? No, I got a little bit of coolant on them. Give the pump a little more fluid, yeah. Swap the inlet to the outlet of the pump. I can't switch that right now, dude. Like, you realize how hard it is to reconfigure that right there? I can't just, like, swap them real quick. Like, that's gonna take complete disassembly to swap the in and the out. Like, I don't see how I could just, like, swap them. So, like I said, it's either A, this switch is not opening, or B, it's just way too much air, and we do have to find a way to get it out. So I'm not quite sure what it is, and if this coolant, I think this coolant is still from the stuff I dripped up there. So I'm not sure, ladies and gentlemen. Read above. Yes, you need to take it apart when your pump dies. Can I get the plexi top and bracket? The pump isn't going to die doing that, man. Read above. What above? I think the air is going to be at the top of... Yeah, I honestly don't know if it's air or not. It honestly might not be. And I don't know why audio still isn't working. More fluid fits. You guys typing it out? Just Jason's typing to me. So, I really don't know where to go from here, ladies and gentlemen. Do you guys actually think that's just air? I mean, if it's just air, then it's just a matter of working it out. I think the air is going to be at the top of your loop, and you need the top of your loop to have liquid. That means the entire loop has to be free of air. Pump directly below the res. Yeah, well, the res is above the pump. It's just not directly in line with the pump. There's a CPU block in between them, okay? So I'm not sure what to do, guys. Besides, like, sit here and take it apart, which will take a lot of time now that there's liquid in it, and I'd have to figure out. I mean, it should drain right out of the front if I connect these quick disconnects up to it. But I mean, do you guys think I should try topping it off again? Like, I really don't think that helps much, though, because I mean, it doesn't want to push the liquid that's in the pump any further than just in this tube here. So I really kind of want to check this ball valve right here, this magnetic ball valve, because I don't know if you guys can hear it, but like, you can hear this front one click, but I don't think, I mean, they should click at the same time, so maybe I just can't hear them both separately, but it really seems like to me yeah. Power cycling, it just doesn't even, I mean, it's trying to push air, but it's really not too at the same time. This is not how physics works. No, Well, I mean, once you get enough fluid in there, it should just push itself. However, I really am thinking that that valve is closed. Like, if that valve isn't closed, then all of this liquid should, like, the res is still nearly full. Like, all of this liquid should still be pushing and should be getting to the pump and going in, or this is the out of the pump. But all of this liquid should, you know, like I said, it should seem like the pump is full, but it like sits here half full because of the liquid that I just dumped into it. And then, yeah, I don't know about that valve. Do you have something you can use to suck the liquid up even by attaching some tubing or other fitting and sucking on it? Suck it up. I don't know about sucking it up. But, like I said, I can connect there's quick disconnects on the front here that would technically, like, allow air in. But I don't know how useful that is. Like, would air being allowed to escape from this back tube help? Well, yeah, so let's see. I'm gonna grab one of these tubes. This might end up in a little bit of a mess. However, I should be able to shut off the pump before it makes too big of a mess. But if my theory is correct about that ball valve being closed, it should have no problem pushing liquid through this pipe and out this guy right here. So potentially liquid could come out of here, guys. This could be a mess, but I don't think it's going to happen. So let's plug that in. And in theory, it should just push liquid right out of this tube. But who knows what's actually happening. It is filling the tube up. But it's not grabbing any more liquid. I mean, it can't get any more liquid, so I'm not certain about where to go from here. It should alter the pressure on the liquid, possibly enough to move it. If you're not going to switch the in and out, you're going to need a lot more fluid. Yeah, so your cap says I just need a lot more fluid. So he thinks I should keep topping it off. Is that what you're saying? Is I should just keep topping it off? Yeah, we have tried to tell him. Something on the pump. And you're going to need to tilt the whole thing upright to fill the res. Liquid falls into the CPU block. Okay, we can try tipping it. We're going to actually try to get this disconnect off without making too much of a mess. Actually, it shouldn't make any mess on this end. So technically, I should just be able to go like these. Oops. There we go. Cool. So you guys say I should tip it, or Cap says I should tip it. We can try tipping it. Let's make sure this plug-in doesn't fall again. This plug just doesn't want to cooperate. Stay. So, yes, not everything is screwed down. We're getting liquid through the CPU block now. We got a little bit of a drip too from somewhere. What's that in there? I don't think that's enough though. Come on. Why don't you keep going? Hurrah. Well, let's tip it back down. Those screws are hitting. So we got liquid in the CPU block now. And in one of the tubes. So let's see if that was enough. I don't know if it is or not. I feel like there's still a huge air pocket in there. That still isn't making this liquid move at all. Moves a little bit, but not really enough to make a difference. So, keep tipping. You have a leak. Yeah, where did you see that drip come from? I think, oh, it is this fitting right here. It's either this, is it just this fitting not totally screwed in or what? Because it looks all the way screwed in to me. I don't, like it started to bead right there. Right at the fitting. So, either this tube isn't quite long enough, but it's like it's leaking out of the actual fitting itself. Unless it's leaking from above. Everything's tight though. And it doesn't want to leak right now. I don't know. I'll keep my eye on that. That seems like a minor issue if I can't even get the loop to flow. A leak really can't make a difference. And it could just be that some of these top ports are loose. It could be dripping from that. So. Well, there goes one fan. You didn't need it anyways. There's no CPU. Oh. This is heavy. So we got more fluid in that. Does it help? Probably not. Oh, we got a trickle from the CPU. Look at that, boys and girls. There is technically flow. Okay, so maybe we tip it again then. It might be starting to work. Yeah, look at that. There's a tiny little bead. Like, I wonder what's going on there. The O-ring maybe is like the wrong way or something on that fitting. I'm not quite sure. So let's try tipping it again. I can't believe this sweatshirt. I'm like breaking a sweat. Baby, let's hope. Yeah, that just forms one little droplet every so often. Okay, one more try, and then I'll check what you guys are saying. Come on. Just a little more. It's technically got flow now. There we go. Look at those bubbles go. So I think I might have actually gotten it. It's starting. I think if I just keep repeating this, we'll have her made. Except for, oh, there we go. Now it's pushing into that tube that I just bent tonight. Ooh, there we go, boys and girls. The air is coming out, finally. You guys all thought it wouldn't work. Listen. Wow. Oh my gosh, now there's like, that's hilarious. There's like coolant shooting up. I wish, here I could show you guys. No! The rest of the Cryo-Chillz is down! But, if you guys can see this, the webcam isn't long enough and the pump is turned off again. There we go. You guys might be able to see that. It's like literally like shooting up. So we've got enough flow now, I think. If only I could keep this thing on. But there is this tiny little leak here that I am actually going to have to resolve before I actually leave this going for too entirely long. But technically we got her done, boys. Thanks for all the help, guys, with, you know, just telling me to shake it more. That seems to work. This tube isn't completely full yet, but it's getting there. So, hooray. I'm just going to leave that off for a minute, because like I said, it's got this little tiny drip right here, so I'm just going to leave that guy right there, and I will resolve that shortly. Oh. Yeah, I just actually spilled the last little bit of the coolant, so boo. Well, I mean, there's like this much left. I might need him. I don't know if we even have any more. This is like a test sample. Like I said, all I have is a liter, and this clearly takes more than a liter. So there we go. And you're not supposed to dilute it really, or anything like that. So, oh wow. Did you wait? Hank did. Oh, why does the Facebook chat keep scrolling down? That's really annoying. They'd already be dead. F times 2. You guys are so rude. You had no confidence. Jeez, last stream I ever do for y'all. So ungrateful. Let's see. Top cam. So, we got it done, people. I would have to say that's pretty well done. Good, last stream, you gonna keep your word on that? No, actually we got another stream on Thursday. So, Thursday I'm actually be wiring the ball valve, so I will actually have to take this apart to do that anyways. So, just the fact that I actually got it to run tonight, I may actually just drain it after this and put it back in the bottle so we can get to those ball valves and wire these nice little switches into them so I can actually control them myself. So, with that being said, we still have the giveaway going for Facebook and Discord. Once we get to 1,000 members in Discord and 1,000 or 5,000 members on Facebook, we'll be giving away an 8700K and an EK Supremacy Evo. Yeah, it's right. Oh, this way. It's mirrored. That's really annoying. But yeah, right there. So join our Discord, join our Facebook group, PPC's Builders Club. Definitely hit us up in both those places if you ever need help. And like I said, you can get some free stuff and hopefully questions answered if you have any. Or else you can always email me as well. Maybe pinched and he's dead, Jim. Read above, dog. What? Wait, what's that? As I said that. Yeah, I saw that. MVP pump. It might work, but you're going to run out of liquid to push and be back in the same place. Pump, yeah, I know. Brace it while tipping. It was kind of flopping all over the place. I have 3 of those double swivel fittings and all of them leaked. They are poop. Those are actually Bits Power ones, and they really shouldn't. I hope it's not the actual double rotary that's leaking, but I'll investigate, I guess. What else were you guys saying? In while it's tilted up, I don't know. We got her done. So thank you everyone for watching. I'm gonna be heading off though. I hope you all have a good night. If you're working on a project, hopefully you at least get somewhere with it. I got a little ways with mine tonight, so stay tuned for more on Thursday at Thursday, what time did I say? It should be 5 p.m. on Thursday, not 7. I'll make sure I update that in the posts coming up. So join the Facebook group and the Discord, all the other great places, and I will see you guys on Thursday. Have a great week.